In Japan, there are people who live to be 110 years old without needing any medication. They walk daily, cook, read books, and laugh heartily with their neighbors. Can you believe it? Without needing supplements or gyms, they live astonishingly long and healthy lives. Where does the secret lie? Right in the way they eat, the way they live, and even the way they don't eat. If you've ever wondered why your body's energy is no longer as abundant as before, why you get tired easily, have trouble sleeping, or feel drained for no clear reason, then you might find the answer right in today's video. In Japan, the country with the highest longevity rate in the world, these secrets are not found in laboratories or hospitals, but in everyday habits that anyone can adopt. People like Dr. Yoshinori Osumi, the Nobel Prize-winning scientist in medicine, or Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, who continued working and writing books until the age of 105, dedicated their lives to research and lived as living proof of sustainable health. And the wonderful thing is that you don't need to change your entire life to start. You just need to start with the first meal, with a small glass of water in the morning, or simply learning to stop when you are just full enough. So today, we will explore these secrets step by step with a gentle and inspiring mindset, because you deserve to live healthy, happy, and long alongside your loved ones. Let's start with a concept that it may seem complicated, but is actually more familiar than you think. Autophagy, also known as self-eating. Did you know that your body has a self-healing system? And an incredibly intelligent self-cleaning system that works silently every day. That is the process of autophagy. Imagine the body as a house after some time. There will be broken items, dust accumulation if not cleaned regularly. The house will deteriorate quickly, and so will our bodies. Every day, millions of cells age and become damaged, and if they are not collected and recycled, health declines and disease becomes more likely. Moreover, Dr. Yoshinori Osumi, the Japanese scientist who won the Nobel Prize in Medicine, discovered this autophagy mechanism, and he also emphasized that autophagy works strongly only when the body is at rest, especially during periods when you are not eating. In other words, scientific fasting is the key to activating the body's self-repair process. So the first habit you should try is intermittent fasting. You might be thinking, oh my, how can I bear fasting? But don't worry, we're not talking about starving all day. Most elderly people in Japan inadvertently practice intermittent fasting without knowing this academic term. They usually have an early dinner, go to bed early, and have a late breakfast, creating a natural fasting window of 12 to 16 hours each day. Dr. Takayuki Teruya, an expert in metabolism research, stated that fasting not only helps with weight loss, but also activates anti-aging mechanisms, enhances antioxidants, improves cell function, and can even prevent many diseases. Specifically, when you let your stomach rest, the body begins to use energy to repair, clean, and regenerate cells. Instead of just focusing on digesting food, this is when autophagy is strongest. So, something as simple as having an early dinner at 6 and breakfast at 8 the next day creates a wonderful natural cleansing cycle for the body, and that's not all. There is a second longevity habit, widely practiced by the people of Okinawa, the region famous for having the highest rate of people over 100 years old in the world. It is to eat only until you feel 80% full, also known as Hara Hachi Bu. Try to recall those times when you ate too much. Let's see, feeling bloated, tired, even trouble sleeping, right? Whereas, if you stop when you are just satisfied, the body not only digests more easily, but also reduces metabolic pressure, limits fat accumulation, and stimulates autophagy. It happens gently and naturally. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, who lived to 105 and actively taught and wrote books until the end of his life, always advised people not to overeat. Live lightly. He also maintained a very active lifestyle, walking daily, climbing stairs instead of taking the elevator, and keeping a cheerful spirit. Curious and full of life, you see, just 2 small changes. Eat a little less and eat on time. Your body has already started. The beginning of a self-healing journey. So we have gotten acquainted with the first 2 secrets of the journey. Living healthy with the Japanese, intermittent fasting, and Hara Hachi Bu habits. Simple and anyone can apply. Now, let's continue this journey with Yen On and discover more secrets. Other miraculous eating habits from Japan's leading longevity doctors. Now you know that the body can heal itself and regenerate cells if we know how to create conditions for it to rest and work more efficiently, but besides when to eat and how much, as we shared earlier. Another important question is what to eat for the body to be truly healthy and self-cleanse every day. And this is when we come to a habit. Third, it sounds simple, but is extremely subtle in Japanese culture. Start the day with a light liquid breakfast. Dr. Yumi Ishihara, a former personal doctor to the Japanese Prime Minister, adopted a very special diet. In the morning, he did not eat bread, eggs, or cold cuts. Unlike many Westerners, instead he chose fresh carrot or apple juice along with a cup of black tea with brown sugar and ginger. And the miracle is that with just one glass of juice, he was able to start a day full of energy. Do you know why this way of eating is so good? Because it is gentle on the digestive system and provides a large amount of beneficial nutrients. Carrots contain beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that helps cleanse the liver and soothe the stomach. Apples are rich in pectin fiber, aiding digestion and reducing cholesterol. Instead of suddenly loading a large amount of solid food in the morning, which is a time, this way of eating helps the body easily absorb nutrients without being overloaded and still maintain stable energy throughout the morning. A little tip from Dr. Ishihara: you should drink slowly, just half a glass first, then wait about 10 to 20 minutes before eating something else if needed. This helps the body adapt and absorb better, while avoiding a sudden spike in blood sugar, something the elderly often worry about. And if you feel the juice is not filling enough, you can add a spoonful of olive oil or a small handful of almonds to combine. This not only slows down the absorption of sugar from fruits, but also provides good fats very essential for heart and brain. Besides the juice, Dr. Ishihara also recommends black tea with brown sugar and ginger, a beverage both traditional and wonderfully effective. Black tea helps stimulate digestion, improve circulation, and provide antioxidants. Brown sugar, a natural, less refined sugar, contains many minerals like iron, calcium, and potassium, which are very good for the elderly who often suffer from anemia or electrolyte imbalance. Ginger is famous for its anti-inflammatory, pain-relieving, and warming effects. All these ingredients blend together to create a drink that is not only delicious, but also supports the self-cleaning process. And the recovery of the body, another important point in the Japanese nutrition philosophy, is to eat fewer but higher quality meals. Nowadays, many people have the habit of eating 3 main meals. Some even add snacks, but Dr. Ishihara recommends eating only 1 or 2 solid meals per day, focusing on fresh whole foods that are not heavily processed. This is also the key to keeping the body light and not overloaded by constant digestion. He particularly emphasizes a plant-rich diet including green vegetables, seaweed, soybeans, small fish, and whole grains like brown rice or barley. This is the foundation of a traditional Japanese diet and also the reason why the rate of people living over 100 years old in regions like Okinawa is so high. To better understand why food plays such an important role, look at the studies of Dr. Homi Sinha, a famous Japanese doctor in the U.S., who has examined and treated over 300,000 digestive patients. Dr. Shinaya believes that a healthy gut is the root of all health issues, and to have a good digestive system, we need to stay away from processed foods, red meat, refined sugar, things that increase the burden on the body, cause inflammation, and hinder the process of autophagy. He also developed a method called Senior Lead of Fast, which is fasting for 16 hours each day by eating dinner early and having breakfast a bit later. This is completely in line with what Dr. Ozumi and Ishihara mentioned, giving enough rest to the digestive system so the body has time to recover and self-cleanse. Finally, an important piece of advice. According to Dr. Sinya, start the day with 2 glasses of filtered water before drinking tea or juice. This helps activate metabolism, cleanse the body, and support circulation. You can also sip Japanese green tea, especially sencha, which contains a lot of catechins, a powerful natural antioxidant that can gently support autophagy. As you can see, with just a few small adjustments in your breakfast, food choices, and eating patterns throughout the day, you can help your body activate its self-cleaning and self-healing abilities. At the same time, It reduces the risk of disease and significantly improves quality of life. And if you are wondering whether you can maintain these habits, don't worry. The next part will help you connect everything you've learned and turn them into a sustainable lifestyle easy to apply every day. Have you noticed that when we talk about living long or living healthy, most people immediately think of nutritious foods and supplements? But the longest living doctors in Japan teach us a simple yet profound lesson. Longevity comes not only from what you eat, but also from how you live each day. This is clearly demonstrated by Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, who lived to be 105 years old, while still working, giving lectures, and inspiring millions of Japanese people until the very end of his life. He once said, "Age is just a number. When you don't pay attention to it, you will feel younger and healthier." And indeed, besides a gentle and healthy diet, he also maintained extremely simple yet effective living habits, taking the stairs every day instead of the elevator, working for passion rather than pressure. At the same time, avoid sitting still for too long. He always got up to move every 30 minutes. And most importantly, always maintain a positive, curious, and loving attitude toward life. You know what? Modern science today is beginning to prove what the Japanese have long believed. The joy of living, connecting with the community, and a positive attitude have a powerful healing effect no less than medicine. The blue zones, the places with the longest living people in the world, all share the common trait that people not only eat healthily, but also have close social relationships, a clear sense of purpose, and a simple, balanced lifestyle. They garden, cook together, spend time with loved ones, and always maintain a connection with nature and the community. Therefore, when you adopt the habits we've explored together, intermittent fasting, eating on time, eating until 80% full, choosing fresh whole foods, don't forget to combine them with small but meaningful actions like smiling at those around you, spending time with your children, grandchildren, writing a diary, painting, or simply watching flowers bloom every minute, learning something new, reading books, listening to music, or cooking a delicious meal with someone. Dr. Homi Sina once shared that prolonged stress is even more harmful to the body than bad food. Therefore, don't let worries make you forget the feeling. Feeling light and serene, a healthy body needs a peaceful mind. Think about what makes you happy in daily life. It could be brewing a pot of hot tea in the morning, tidying up a small corner of the garden, or simply chatting with an old friend you haven't seen in a while. These seemingly small things are actually the most precious tonic for your heart and spirit. And finally, what all Japanese longevity doctors agree on: live actively. Don't just rely on medicine or the doctor. They don't deny the role of modern medicine, but they believe that you yourself are the best doctor for yourself. Just listen to your body. Take care of every meal, every sleep. Keep your mind calm and your heart warm. You are already walking on the path to a healthy and happy life, and you have lived a long life. So, my friend, no matter how old you are today, no matter how many ups and downs you've experienced, remember that it's never too late. Start a new, healthier, and happier lifestyle. Start from the small things. Have a light breakfast with a glass of juice or ginger tea. Eat slowly, savor each bite, and stop when you feel just full. Fast for 12 to 16 hours each day, giving your body time to rest. Drink enough water. Eat plenty of vegetables, legumes, seaweed, small fish, and limit sugar, red meat, processed foods. And most importantly, live as if each day is a precious gift. If you find today's sharing useful, don't hesitate. Leave a comment below, Yenan. I look forward to receiving or hearing your experiences. Which habits are you applying? What makes you feel healthier? And if you find this video inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe. Learn to live so you don't miss out on gentle yet meaningful content like this. Wishing you a happy, healthy life, living each day to the fullest at any age.